welcome to Brewsers, a podcast about beer, coffee, booze, and bruisers. I am your host, Rody John, and today we speak to William Franco with Big Slap Coffee. We talk all about how they got started, their energy blend, and a little bit about jiu-jitsu. This is such a great interview. William is absolutely killing it here with this Big Slap Coffee. I just received mine, and I had a cup this morning, and ooh-wee, it is delicious. Definitely make sure to go and get yourself some Big Slap Coffee. Follow them online. Buy it from them directly. I can't wait for them to not only have more varieties, but get into more stores so that everyone can fully enjoy this Big Slap Coffee. Now, while you're enjoying your Big Slap Coffee, make sure to sign up for our newsletter. It comes out twice a week. You get even more information about our guests. You get fun facts, and you get to find out what's happening with your favorite podcast, all about beer, coffee, booze, and bruisers. So without further ado, here is William Franco with Big Slap Coffee. I would like to welcome to the show William Franco with Big Slap Coffee. How are you doing today, sir?
Awesome. Doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing well. So for those listening, paint us a word picture. Where are you at? What's going on around you right now?
Yeah, so I'm in Santa Barbara, California. It's a small little beach town, small city. Pretty amazing place. If you ever get the chance to visit, I highly recommend. Been here about almost 10 years now, and just recently started this coffee company, so it's been pretty fun, pretty exciting.
Very nice. What brought you out to California?
So I came out here. I had some family in Thousand Oaks area, and basically I was 18. I'm 29 now, and I was 18 and didn't really know what I was going to do. Couldn't get into any schools, was never the best student, and my family was telling me, hey, there's a pretty amazing place, Santa Barbara. There's a good community college there. You should go check it out. So I went over there and fell in love with the area, and I went to school here for a year. And I'm from New Jersey originally, so I moved back to New Jersey for a couple. Yeah, so big change. I was like, got culture shock, and moved back to New Jersey, and that was pretty tough transition from sunny Southern California. So I said to myself, I got to save up some money and I got to get back to Santa Barbara. So that's what I did. 2 years later, I moved back out here, had various jobs. I'm a real estate agent now as well, and then I just started the company pretty recently, but I've been working on the company for a couple of years now, so it's finally starting to get momentum, which I'm excited about. It's been pretty cool.
I want to get into coffee in a second, but you mentioned New Jersey, and I was out there, I think a couple of years ago, and they were trying to explain to us what Taylor ham is. So
yeah.
Can you explain to people who have never been to Jersey what Taylor ham is?
Yeah, so Taylor ham, it's kind of hard to explain. It's called pork roll. It's called pork roll. So it's like maybe a mixture between like ham and bacon. It tastes like ham. Maybe it's like thick ham. I'd put it that way, but it's got a little bit of a bacony flavor. It's pretty good. Highly recommend trying it if you're ever on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, or really a tri-state area. It's a big thing over there. But it's, the bagels there. I'm sure you know bagels are a big thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had the Taylor ham, and you're right, it is very thick. It's almost like when you have, barbecue bologna, and people are like, bologna? That makes no sense, but it's, thick, and it's, completely different. So, yeah, we had it, and I would also recommend it to anybody who has not been to Jersey or New York. Find yourself some Taylor ham, and you won't regret it.
Definitely.
Now, how did Big Slap Coffee, how did the idea come about? How did, tell us the entire story.
Yeah, so it's not too long the story, but it's definitely a story. So, I'm pretty big into supplements and health foods and such. aside from Taylor Ham, of course. But, yeah, so I've always been big into supplements. You know, people laugh at me when they come by my apartment and they see I got like 25, 30 bottles of vitamins on the counter. And everybody says, "What, you take all those? How do you take all those every day?" I go, "I take them all every day." And I'm a big, I'm just big into supplements. So I'm always been a coffee drinker from New Jersey, New York area. Everybody runs on coffee. So I kind of always had the idea, I want to make it, so I always grew up drinking energy drinks. So I wanted to throw that out there as well. I grew up drinking energy drinks. My brother is like addicted to Monster Energy. And, as you know, me being a health guy, I'm kind of like, this isn't the best. They got a lot of artificial flavors. They got a lot of preservatives and weird stuff in there. Citric acid's not great either, and that's in a lot of sparkling waters and stuff. But, I just had the idea, well, I drink coffee and, I take all these supplements every day, maybe I can infuse, some supplements into the coffee. And that's kind of how I got the idea. I did trial and error. I work with a company in Washington and did trial and error on the recipe like 7 times or so. The first one tasted terrible. Second one tasted terrible. Terrible, until we got something pretty good. And it was like a science experiment, dialing in the milligram content, making sure, all right, we're not going to have crazy amounts of vitamins in this coffee. So 1, it tastes good, tastes like a regular cup of coffee, but 2, you definitely feel that extra energy, that extra buzz, which is, that's a big thing I wanted to have as a selling point, is that extra buzz that you get from an energy drink, right? Sometimes if you're taking a supplement for the first time, your body obviously gets used to it, but you'll feel pretty amazing after that initial try. So I kind of just said, I want to try this out, put it in coffee, made a coffee hybrid that I loved. I fell in love with it, and I was like, I drink the coffee every day, and I'm pretty active as well, so I'm always surfing, working out. I train jiu-jitsu, so, I kind of had a vision for the brand, and I came up with the name, so the name came after. I kind of had the idea in mind, and then the name came after, and it's really funny because I was just literally like sitting on my couch, and I just had this Big Slap coffee come into mind. I don't know why. Maybe I saw a Instagram video of someone getting slapped in the face or something. Maybe an MMA fight I was watching, but it kind of just hit. It clicked. My brother, he is an owner of an ice cream shop, really creative, and he kind of helped me with the logo. And once we got the logo with the name, I was like, this is, I felt pretty confident in it. So once you have the confidence in the idea, I mean, you're going to have 101 thousands or millions of things that are going to stop you when you're trying to start a business. You're going to go, a bunch of hurdles come up. But when you have that idea, that vision, and you think this is a good vision, that's going to take you through all the hurdles, in my opinion. So, yeah.
No, without a doubt, there's so many things and people in general that could and, in some cases should stop you. But like you said, if you have that vision in mind, you just keep going forward, then nothing's going to stop you. And, the world is your oyster at that point.
Exactly. And a lot of money. I'm not saying I got a lot, but
obviously.
you got to pump it in. You got to pump the money in. So you start with the vision, start small, and then so that's the idea. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I do love your logo, especially with the name. You have the for those who haven't seen it yet, obviously go find Big Slap Coffee on Instagram and see the logo. You see, the cup of coffee and then, what seems to be steam, but it's a hand, and it's the way you did it is very well done, or the way your brother did it is very well done, and it definitely grabs people's attention.
Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. And yeah, we definitely did a little bit of editing, trial and error, had a couple ideas, and then we got that one down. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
No problem. I mean, so you do say on there that you put it on the bag that the Big Slap Energy Blend. Can you tell us more about what the blend really is?
Yeah, so the blend is yerba mate, ginseng, taurine, B12, and guarana. So these are all various supplements that I've always seen in energy drinks, but I used to drink I think it was a vitamin water that I loved, and it used to have guarana in it. It didn't have any of the other supplements, but I always loved that. I know yerba mate is a big market. People love yerba mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then B12 I take every day. I take taurine every day, as well as ginseng, and they all give you a little bit of a mood boost. And I think that was the biggest thing, is when I would try this coffee, or really when I would take my supplements on a daily basis, I'd start to realize like how my mood would improve. I could be having a rough morning, and then I eat my breakfast, take my supplements, and just throughout the day you start to feel better. And your body needs a lot of these supplements. So I am a big, supporter of just taking vitamins and staying healthy. And, that's kind of what created the whole vision of the brand so far. So, yeah.
That's really good. And I love that you are also promoting that, because there are so many people out there that only feel like, I'll get everything I need from my food, which for the most part, they probably don't even eat properly. So they're not even getting the proper vitamins when it comes to that. But, even if you're not as active as, you're saying you are, or some other people are, first off, get active, because if you're living a sedentary lifestyle, get up, just walk around, do body weight stuff, get your body moving, because of the fact that that's what your body was made for, was to move. And when you get older, it's going to be even harder to do. So as long as you're keeping up with it, that's what you got to do. But keep taking vitamins, look into what your body needs, and, get on the vitamin train, because you need to actually treat your body like it's a machine. Because again, if you're putting just crap into it, not only are you physically going to feel bad, but you're mentally not going to feel properly either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And it's interesting because, you bring into the mental aspect, and, I always feel like, I think, we have on the packaging, it helps with, mental focus, creativity. And, I really believe that a lot of these supplements do, they're good for your brain, and, good for your brain, good for your body. And, a lot of people in the world, in the country, they're not really taking the proper supplements like they should be. So, it's funny, because nobody lacks a cup of coffee. I'd say that. most people will go for their cup of coffee before they take their vitamins. So that was another thing. I was kind of like, you know what? If we could combine the two, it'd be amazing. So
It's true. Now, with this blend, is there more caffeine in your coffee than in a regular cup of coffee?
Yeah, so there's a bit more. So, a traditional cup of coffee is about 120 milligrams. That's like a standard medium roast, I'd say.